Welcome to the Shy Girl Podcast, where we lead with faith, hope, and love, while learning through one another to serve a better purpose.
Back, guys.
Welcome back to the Shy Girl Podcast.
It's your girl Leah.
And it's your girl Laurel, episode 3.
Episode 3, guys. And today we will be talking about
guilt versus shame. Welcome back. The Shy Girl back.
Shy Girl back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The Shy Girl back.
But yes, welcome back again, y'all. Today on episode 3, we'll be talking about guilt versus shame. I'm sure you guys have seen the different little clips.
So, too, wanted to comment on I learned change in scenery.
What do you guys think? Look at this. We got a little Paris in the background today.
Yeah, y'all should comment down below, give us different options. But we still are like in the process of trying to find that one. Obviously, we'll be recording always different places and things like that.
It'll be different settings, like coffee shops, other areas, and eventually y'all will get more of the professional aspects, like in the actual podcast videos and stuff coming soon. That's why y'all got to just bear with us and tag along.
Right.
And you guys will see our journey.
Right. But, episode 3, guilt versus shame. And y'all know how we start, because we always start this way every way.
Yeah.
With our icebreakers.
So,
let's start with quick pick first or whatever. Y'all, with that little timer thing, let me tell you. So, I forgot that it was even called an hourglass. Because I was calling it something else, and we were steady trying to figure out how much time it was.
And it's 30 minutes. So we have now started our clock. It may take us 30 minutes. It may take us less. It may take us longer. But we are going to see, and we're going to start off with our first icebreaker. Quick pick. Who's going first?
You pick, and then I'll roll the dice.
Okay, you going to piggyback off of my question and vice versa?
Yeah, very much. Very much so.
And then I'll do off yours.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, the first question of quick pick is, okay, you got a green little slippy.
Okay.
If I can open it. And the question is, let me show you guys as well. What are you most grateful for? You guys couldn't really read it backwards.
Yeah.
But what am I most grateful for? Honestly, just life. Being able to breathe. Waking up this morning. I thank God every day for waking me up this morning and starting me on my way. Putting clothes on my body, food on my plate, head over my roof, or roof over my head. I mean,
it was the fact you was like, you did the commotion.
But seriously, that is honestly just what I am grateful for.
Right.
I feel like it's just common sense. I mean, that's all I'm fair.
Okay. Well, to piggyback off of her, I'm grateful for that as well.
Okay. But change it up.
What I'm most grateful for is, I would say, my son.
Oh.
I know that's like cliche as a parent, but obviously I'm very much grateful for him. I think without him, like, I wouldn't be where I'm at too as well. So shout out to Zane.
Shout out to Zane.
I'm grateful for you, bud.
Yep. All right.
Now,
roll the dice.
Roll the dice in. This is the first episode we have with the new dice, right?
Yes, I actually think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is a new dice, y'all.
Mm-hmm. See, we already growing, y'all. We getting better. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like our goal should be to make a customizable dice, but I guess we'll see. Like
how? Like, how would we do that?
Maybe like Etsy or something. I don't know. We'll look into it. Or if somebody know how to make one, hit us up. I mean, we love supporting other people. So, but roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
All right. I'm really scared because this stuff be heavy, y'all.
Go ahead. You got it. That is not rolling it.
But how is it like lick it?
Roll it. You're literally just throwing it up. Roll it.
I'm so scared.
Do you need me to roll it for you? That's good.
Have faith. Talking about conda.
Point blank period. It's very quite simple.
Have faith.
What does that mean for you?
Have faith. I mean, be strong. Stop giving up so easily and stuff. Even when the road doesn't look as clear, like have faith in yourself that you will come out of it. Whether whoever you believe in, but just have faith in yourself. Have faith in where you've been.
Girl, I just got on what you said, but
yeah, but I'm saying, like,
yes, that's true.
Have faith. Have faith in you, in yourself. Yep. Yeah, I agree.
That's pretty good. I don't think I really got to piggyback off of that. That's kind of very quite straightforward. Have faith.
Yeah, that's fair. So, I mean, like, let's get into it. We've been hyping it up for so long.
Yes, guys. And also, this is just a side note. we actually have filmed this episode a good 3 times, y'all. But it just either the mics wasn't picking up good, or just the scenery something was off. So this is our, who knows how many times, but this time we're gonna get it out to you guys. It should be very quick. It should be very good. I hope you guys really enjoy it and see if we can pick y'all brains a little bit and see how we feel about guilt versus shame.
I know. So today's topic is guilt versus shame.
Guilt versus shame.
I know in our little clipper we did a little tease. I know we defined it
from
by
Google,
you know,
from Google.
And I think we should take the time out to define it in our own voice, in our own way. So
like both, or like you do guilt, I do shame, vice versa, or just
it doesn't matter. Like whatever. If it keeps going for you, it just keeps going.
Okay, that's fair. Me start?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, well, I don't know. Like for me, I feel like guilt versus shame is very similar to one another. I feel like in some situations you may have guilt and then it may bring on shame as well. And I feel like with that, it could be if you didn't kind of like redeem yourself. I feel like that is kind of one thing with guilt. I feel like with guilt, you kind of have a chance to kind of go back and kind of fix it in a way. Like you might feel guilty for something that you made, you know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't feel guilty for. Like say if I said something to you and it might not even, I may have like went back and was like, dang, I probably really shouldn't have said that. Like this, that, and the third. But in reality, you actually might be okay. Like, you know, so it would take me to kind of ask you and be like, did I offend you or anything? Because I might be guilty for something that I don't have no reason to be guilty for, you know?
Right.
But I don't know. Shame it's tricky for me. Like, how would you define that?
I had got distracted y'all a little bit because I heard the little one start. I don't know. But anyway, for me, I feel like if I could piggyback off what you were saying, you know, like I think shame is basically a buildup of guilt, and it could be multiple guilts. It don't have to be the same thing, or it can be the same thing that you never forgave yourself for, and it just keeps hounding and hounding and hounding, you know? So I think, like you said, guilt can be fixed. Well, both can be fixed. Like, you know, don't get me wrong. You could be shamed. You could experience guilt and shame and fix both. But I think the guilt continues, the constant guilt that you put on yourself will lead you up to feeling shameful. And I think shame is a feeling like all around. Like I feel like guilt is off of like circumstances or like situations.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Situational based.
Yeah, like if something happens, then you feel guilty for it. And like we can get into like the true and false guilt when you like be in your head and really making yourself feel guilty about something you shouldn't feel guilty about or you have no control over and stuff. But I think guilt is more so like if something happens you're guilty for it, you feel guilty for it, you feel guilt or something like that, versus while shame is more so a deeper rooted feeling.
Do you have like a example, like your personal example, maybe dealing with either or one of the other that you can kind of touch on?
I can say more recently, I don't know when this is the last time I felt guilty about something, you know. Guilt, that's so strong, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I just haven't been doing that.
I know that's just such a strong word.
So that could be a good thing, though.
Yeah, but also too, like how I truly believe guilt itself is a good thing. Like it's good, that feeling, you know, because that's like
because you recognize it, like you know, like it's something telling you something, you know, like you ain't getting it out of like for you to feel it. That mean like you feel it, you know.
Yes,
so that was fair. That was good.
So I think like I can't remember like a time where I felt guilty, but shameful. I know. Going through my pregnancy and after having my son, I think with dealing with postpartum and everything at the same time, that was one of the things I carry of being ashamed of my like what I have created, because I knew you know, being a Christian that I am, like I know, like, you know, the way it should be, you know, and I think I carried a lot of that, especially entering church and stuff, and thinking entering society, and honestly when you just realize nobody's actually cares, then
that's fair.
It's easy to get over. But I'm saying that is something I dealt with, shame, and just as easy I can laugh about it and minimize it to that. I do know in that moment a lot of females experience that who haven't necessarily like whether they're Christian or not. You know, like I think just being a young parent can be a little shameful. You know. Yeah. I just think so too. But what about you? Like,
but I do feel too, like, you know, that's also, shame also can be a you thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could be feeling, like you just said, like in reality, nobody actually cares. And, you know, everybody are going to have their own opinions regardless with any situation. So in reality, you probably, you know, were feeling shameful and for what? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and regardless, guilt and shame both are things that you still can get over. So it's not constantly like, you know, taking over you.
Yes, and I will say too, like, I truly believe that it is something that you experience no matter what point you at in life. Yeah. You know, because I think even the most people who present themselves like one way to you, I promise you, to another person, they see a completely different side. And I seen something about that earlier though, when it was, you know, sorry, off topic about guilt versus shame, where it was talking about, like, you know, how you don't be the catalyst or the jump start to somebody, because you never know what else they could be going through.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like a motto I've always kind of grown up on and stuff in general. Like, you never know what nobody even going through. So like, mind your business, basically. Stay to yourself, pretty much, because you never know. And you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's just things that everybody go through, and hopefully everybody know that it's stuff that you can get over. Like, you know, don't ever just beat yourself up. Like, you always can go talk to somebody. Because like I said, 10 times out of 10, you never know how another person, whatever the situation was, may have taken it. Like, you could possibly all be in your head or whatever, and don't ever feel shameful, because everybody actually go through it. It might not be that exact situation, but everybody go through some type of guilt. Everybody go through some type of shame. So don't be so hard on yourself to judge yourself, because it's like, wow, nobody can judge you but God.
Yeah, and just to also too piggyback off what Leah was saying, you know, I think it is so easy to be so hard on yourself, to be not even like a perfect image, but just of what others want you to be. And I think a lot of us deal with a lot of guilt and shame. Thinking we disappointing our parents because we didn't do something they wanted us to do. And I think you experienced that. I've experienced that too as well, of like that pressure of doing what others want you to do while you're so young, and because the expectations are there. So you do.
And a lot of times, even for the example that you gave me, like, a lot of times, even with my parents, I may have had certain expectations that I'm thinking that they want me to do. So I'm over here feeling guilty, thinking I'm meeting up to certain type of standards or whatever the case may be. And then in reality, I eventually, because it comes too much, eventually I have to go to them or whatever the case may be. And I'm able to get that guilt off of me, because it wasn't even what that was. You know what I'm saying? So that, like I said, it's just, every situation is just different.
It is. It truly is. And I think the true beauty in guilt versus shame, like, if we was to do those little, what's them little things that we used to do in school where we draw the two circles and then we overlap them?
Oh, yeah. The diagrams. I think it's just a diagram.
So in the middle, if you do guilt versus shame, where would you say will be in the center?
Oh, like the similarities. It's okay.
So, what would you put in the middle of that diagram? Oh, Lord. Come on. What would you put in the middle of that diagram, girl?
In the diagram, in the middle, between guilt and shame, the similarities.
Yeah, you said it was...
Ooh, I don't know. Because it's so similar to me.
Maybe let me think, too, a little bit, too. Because I would think...
I guess the way it makes you feel, like the type of, what's the word? Like, the type of feeling you get from it, you know? Because it's so similar. That's why you get that type of feeling, because it's so, like, I don't know.
That's fair. Like, I feel like type of feeling is okay. Type of feeling, I think also in the middle can be fixable. They're both fixable. I think also too, both can vary in ranges, how long they last. How long, I mean,
I feel like, and they both can be good or bad things. You know, like, it can be bad, but it don't have to be bad, you know?
Yeah, I think it's more so
your perspective, you know, your outlook.
I will say guilt is good and bad, but it's like shame. It's so hard to say that's good, but when you overcome it, it's a testimony. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think even when you start to change how you perceive guilt, I think that's where it just needs to start. Change how you perceiving guilt, because a lot of time guilt is like your self-conscious or your soul.
But I feel like kind of wouldn't shame be like that too, because of my what just popped in my head. I was about to say, is it shame could also be characterized as an insecurity? Also, I feel.
Oh, yes. It can be disguised as an insecurity.
It's insecurity because and that could be a lot on somebody. That was good.
Shy girl who?
Shy girl world.
Period.
But yeah, so I don't know. That was really good. I think you guys should tell us as far as what are your feelings and thoughts on guilt versus shame.
Define it in the comments for us. Your own personal.
Let us know some of you guys' experiences,
please. Maybe we should start like a little experience drop box.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are welcome to drop anything in our comments. You know, we wait for y'all.
Yeah.
And you guys really this was just a short, quick little episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed it and can give us some feedback and any type of constructive criticism. We take that as well.
Or if you just like it, just like it.
Well, just like it, share it, comment, all that. You're more than welcome to even join in and be a guest.
Yeah. So to conclude, what would a shy girl say if a shy girl wasn't shy?
What would a shy girl say if a shy girl wasn't shy? A shy girl would say, let go and let God.
Let go.
What would a shy girl say to a shy girl if you wasn't shy?
She would say,
think on it.
You gotta get yourself together, 'cause you got someplace to go. And I'm praying you get there, that you see everyone you know.
All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the next episode, and we will see y'all later. Ooh.